So you're starting up a new game. You'll want to pick a character. These characters are all from the Walking Dead add-on. Molly was a really fun character in that little series. If you've ever played that, you can download it, I think, on PlayStation Plus. Yeah, I'll pick Molly or Carly. It doesn't matter. Say Molly. I don't generally play any of these except a private game. Just my music is up loud. Navezgane, however you're saying this, Navezgane, I guess, is the one where you can find a map online for, and it stays the same. Random Gen is like an infinitely huge world. It definitely will be a fun one to play later. To start just learning, I would stick with this one because you can kind of learn where things are. So, private game options. This is on PlayStation 4, of course. Difficulty settings. For a beginner, I'd start with Scavenger. That's kind of the default adventure. Zombies run. Put it definitely on Never Run. Walk at day and run at night is on Never Run. So they still run at night at you if they see you. That's the lowest you can go. Yeah. So you can't, I think you can do always run where they run whenever they see you. But then enemy aggression, you have normal, that's all you can do. And feral, obviously to start with, you don't want to start with feral. Daylight length, I like 18. That means your days are 18 long of sunlight, and then your nights are shorter that way. You could do 16, but then you're going to be spending a lot of time at night, you know, just hanging out. So I like 18. Modded options, that's the new one, I guess. I just do it on this, kind of leave it. If you're killed by a zombie, it drops your backpack. You could, I guess you could do your tool belt. You drop your tool belt and then have your backpack on you, but I usually have my good stuff in my tool belt, so I'd kind of rather have my tool belt and drop your backpack, although there's more slots in your backpack. It's up to you. Drop on quit, nothing. I leave that. Enemy memory. You can read what all these do. Enemy spawning. I have it on very low. Oh, you can do disabled. So I guess if you want to try disabled just to learn the game, that's not a bad way to start. Just to figure out your menus, all that kind of stuff. But you're not going to want to play on that because it's not very fun. Very low is not bad. I think it defaults on low or medium, but you can just put on very low if you want 2 zombies. Disabled if you want none. Loot respawn. I leave most of this at its airdrop. That's a really nice one. So the plane will fly over once a day. You can either do none, so it doesn't fly over at all, or you can do it where it drops less frequently. But I like 24 hours. 24 hours cycle. This one I believe is how long in real minutes it takes for 20 hours to pass. So that would make your day quicker. So 30 minutes of, hour time is an entire day on the game. 40 minutes. I could set it higher so we have a little bit more time. So 50 now. So it'll be 50 minutes for an entire day to go by. We can set it at that. To start with, that's not bad to give yourself a little bit of time. It'll make your nights longer though too. So in real time. Mark airdrops. I want all that cheat mode. I don't like cheating. I just don't on any of my games. Which takes the fun out of the challenge of that. And in multiplayer, that's about basically it. Friendly fire. I don't really want to hurt my friends in my group. Claim size. I just leave all this stuff pretty much stock, whatever it starts with. So that's it. Then I just push back down to the lower right. You can see what you do. Just push back, and then you start the game. It's going to ask you to pick a title. I'm just going to pick 2 because I already have one. I'm just doing practice ones. Doesn't really matter. Your name's just how you know it on your profile. So I'm going to set OK. That's the name I want. And it's going to just throw me somewhere in Navis. I'm never going to say that name right. Navisgane. all Arizona, which is cute because that's where I live. I guess I would live in the high forest or forest. Come on. It takes a while to load. It's definitely taking a while to load. Okay. Oh, lovely. Okay. So then I'm back in here. I'm in the burn zone, which it's good that zombies don't spawn here, because normally this is a good place to die. You can find some good loot in here, so I guess if you did spawn here, it wouldn't be too bad. Because you can usually find some good stuff in here before all the zombies come and kill you. Moldy bread. You can make antibiotics with moldy bread. Just a heads up. Oh, I pushed my R3 twice to pick that up. But if you want to loot, like you find a box and you want to loot everything in it, I keep forgetting to do this. So you push triangle to open it. Now I want all that stuff, so instead of pushing R1 and individually like slotting them in here, you can push your left control, what is that thing called? Your left control button, I guess, the little round one. Because I always forget the names of these stupid controller pads. So it spawned me right next to a house. So I can do it again. So left control pad, I guess. I have a torch on me. This is a new game I just started. Somebody's already lived here, obviously, with spikes. People have made homes here. Not a big fan of. That was unlocked even. Usually you have to break those doors in, but that one was unlocked, so I could just open it. People have made homes here. I think it's more of an online thing. Oh my gosh, a potato. Those are hard to find, and once you have them, you can like make seeds and grow them and have more potatoes, and then you kill an animal, you make stew. I found a pot. Wow. Okay, well, there's, like I said, good loot here. Again, I would want to, I keep doing that. I'm going to just slot that. I like all that in my tool belt, because as you saw, I set it so that when I die, I drop everything but my tool belt. You could set it to backpack and then just keep stuff out of here that you kind of don't want to lose. The problem is that you need this stuff constantly on, that's what I'm using. So if I'm fighting a zombie, I'd have, my weapons in there. So if you drop that when you die, that would kind of suck. Because you'd have to go track it down. You can find it on your map, and that's what I wanted to open this one about. Oh, see. Now if you find a house like this, see this? You could actually take that little candle with you. Which, honestly, it's probably not gonna. But if you take the candle with you, you can place it when you're in the home that you want. This is definitely not a home that I would want. I might not even stay here tonight. There is stuff set up in this one already, though. So there's a fireplace. I already found a pot and potato, so I wouldn't eat that potato. Some of the stuff is kind of harder to come by. And I believe you can take these. So like I could, if I find a new home, I can go place those. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, honestly, I don't know that I would want to stay in this house. I don't see anything else I could really loot here. I could knock out some cotton fabric. Basically, though, okay, the general idea of what I was making this for is that if you start a new game, wherever you start, and you have a friend that wants to join you, so if you, in my other video, you can see when you push down the square button and you hold it, you bring up that little quick menu. If you use your left analog stick, that's what I was trying to find earlier, analog stick, you go over there, see the players, so next to crafting, players, so you want to mouse over it and then let go of your X. This is going to have that, the player list. To add somebody to begin with, though, you're going to need your options button. So you hit your options button. That brings up that menu. And there it has invite friends. You'd hit X. And then you could pick the friends that you wanted to add. Then you would confirm that. And then when they log on to their game, they can accept that invite. And then they will appear in this world. Now, the reason you want to hit this square button and go over here is that because after your player has been added to your game, there'll be a list right here. I believe you click to begin with. You click allies first. Click. And then after that, you're going to want to put, see how it says show underneath map? You're going to want to show them on your map, and that way you can find them. That's something we just discovered. So that's super helpful when you start, because they're going to randomly spawn somewhere different than you are. So that's definitely something you want to start with. Yeah. So that's basically the menu for adding somebody, and that's what I wanted to start with and starting a new game.